look at here, look at here. Oh, welcome.
Hey, hey.
Doc Remy, where you at?
I'm right here, brother.
Oh, man. Ooh-wee. This thing fired up on its own. Can you hear me find up?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good deal. How's everybody doing tonight?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I see Baldhead Nasty is in the building. Hey, man.
In the building. Come on, man. You slacking. Oh, my goodness, man. We already got to give you one already, Doc, because you done messed up already, man. You done messed up already. You supposed to hit them with the end of build. They be waiting for it.
I know. No, I was just so excited to have met some of the people that, you know, some of our audience members. I met them at the Iron Elite this past weekend. So to see their names and then put a face with it, you know, like Baldhead Nasty, and I met them. I'm like, oh, I met Baldhead Nasty.
Hey, Nasty, man. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm gonna show Doc that video that we took down in Texas, man. She can be like, that's not like, yeah, that's my brother right there, man. What's going on? Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, man. We got Bolo, man. Bolo tapped in with us, man. We got April Jones.
Bolo.
That's you right there again. That's you. Why don't you put Doc in front of that, man?
Man, I have to go switch some stuff. That YouTube name is old. That's before I got the doctorate degree.
What's up, Marky Mark? Come on in, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark, thank you for the donation, Mark. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank everybody, man. Thank everybody.
Yeah, thank everybody.
Man, it's incredible. I want to thank I think who was that just gave us a nice donation? Of course, I told you about Mom Duke, but somebody else gave us a really nice donation. I want to think that took us up. We are headed towards the $1,500 mark, and we're just going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep right on fundraising all the way up until the gala. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, welcome, Princess McCall, Nurse Tiffany, the Bells. Hey, welcome, everybody.
Come on in. That's it, man. That's it. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. We want to welcome you to the next episode of Riding With KSolo, the podcast show with the impeccable Doctor.
Doc in the building, Remy.
Hey, Doc. Hey, man, it was good seeing you down at that Iron Elite event this past weekend, man. It really was. How did you enjoy yourself?
I really enjoyed it, man. The whole reunion out there.
Okay.
Just seeing I just felt like I was in a space with leaders from across the nation, and to be there made me feel like, oh, well, you definitely in the building because you definitely won too. So but it's no egos. Everyone was they loving on each other, appreciating, happy to see each other. So, man, it was an awesome event. Way to go! Shout out to Sarge.
Shout out to Sarge, man. Shout out to D. They did an outstanding job. Hey, what's going on, my guy? There's my guy right there, man. DJ FX of Creative Views, man. He's putting together those videos that you be seeing out there. You know, rocking him, man. Rocking him. I want to thank him, man. He's doing it on his own, man, and I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Levi, what's going on, Levi? I hope I'm pronouncing that right, man. I'm thinking about the jeans. Chops on the ground. How you doing tonight, Chops? Glad to have you with us, sir. It is glad to have you with us. Well, listen, Doc, uh, you reached out to me, said, Solo, listen, man, I got one. I need to get her on.
Yeah.
I need to get her on. I said, Doc,
Yeah.
who is she? Who is she, Doc? I said,
Mm-hmm.
listen, Solo. She's a rider.
Mm-hmm.
She ride with a purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I said, let's get her.
You want people that know how to speak your lingo, don't you?
That's right. That's right. What's our mission statement, man? Aspire to inspire, be legendary. Looking for those unsung riders out there. That's what we're doing, Doc.
That's right.
And I got a lot of good feedback from the people who were down at Iron Elite, man. They saying they really enjoying the show, the material, the people that we're bringing on, our discussions. They're really enjoying it. So I want to thank everybody, man. As a matter of fact, this is what we're going to do. For all the people that walked up, all the people that said, hey, man, you appreciate the show. We're going to give you guys a round of applause because you are what makes this show what it is. Thank you very much. Definitely LT, man. It was good seeing LT down there too. So listen, Doc, I'm tired of beating my gums, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do your thing and get ready to introduce our next guest.
Absolutely. So one thing, DJ Effects, I know you still wait on those pictures and videos. We're gonna get them to you. But hey everyone, good evening. Thanks for joining us. I hope everyone is well this evening. I got a good one lined up tonight. Dame Rose. She is a rider. She went on a ride and did 72 days solo. The ride went further than 72 days because she was joined with her partner, but for 72 days, her journey across North America is captivating. And I can't wait to dive into more of who she is, why she ride, her affiliations, and people she's touched in her experiences. So without further ado, KSolo, let's bring Dame Rose on to the stage.
Oh man, come on in here, Dame. Come on in here. How you doing, Dame?
Hello.
Look at here.
Mic check, all good?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
All good.
You're good. Hello.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you can call me Dame Rose. You can just call me Rose.
Okay, Dame Rose.
I'm gonna call you Professor Rose.
That's right.
You can call me
because that's incredible, man. We're excited to have you on. You are a professor.
Yeah. I teach chemistry, general chemistry at San Francisco State University. I have a master's degree in inorganic chemistry.
Yes.
In organic chemistry. Now before we even get this thing started, Doc, and I know you're gonna kick it off with her, gonna dive right in. We're gonna ask her legacy and everything. You went up to Alaska. You went to
across Canada.
Across Canada.
I went all across Canada. I went like to British Columbia and then all the way across Canada to Newfoundland.
Right. And you stopped
Alaska's on the bucket list.
Okay. And you stopped at a glacier and you stuck your hand down in that glacier water and you drank that glacier water.
Yeah, now, you don't have to go that far north.
As a chemist, you know
it's pure.
That's pure.
That's just water. That's pure. That's just water. Yeah, that's just water. I drank it.
You're braver than I am because when I went up there, I was doing a little research homework and it said, Dr. Morrow said, do not drink glacial water because it may be contaminated with historic ancient pathogens that our immune system isn't used to. And it put the fear of God in me that I didn't even want to just get a splash of it on me. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah,
you're braver than I am. You're braver than I am.
Now the on the surface, I would say that the older pathogens would have probably been, 100 feet under. Okay. This was like right at the surface. It was like glaciers will like freeze and thaw. So, yeah, I'm going. Yeah, and no ill effects afterwards. So all good. Okay. Yeah, at Athabasca, and gosh, I think that's Alberta.
Okay.
This is like the problem with being in so many places. Like that was in Canada.
Good deal. Well, all right. Listen, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. We want to hear all about your journeys, your adventures, your 72 days out in your moto camping. We're going to dive into this thing, man. So please introduce yourself to the audience tonight, if you would, please.
Hi, I'm Dame Rose Lacey. Pronouns are she, they, and I'm from San Francisco. And I'm with the Dames. Don't care. a motorcycle collective. Dames don't care if women ride on motorcycles. So, yeah, I have a master's degree in chemistry. I've been teaching for about 10 years at San Francisco State University. And I've been riding since I was a teenager.
Okay. 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 All right. Good deal. Doc?
Yeah. So what does Dame mean with the dames and the name Dame Rose and how did it come along? You know, once you joined the organization, how did you get the Dame? Yeah.
So it's almost kind of bestowed. I feel like it's bestowed. I feel like if one of our other, like founding dames like calls you dame, then you're a dame. So I feel like it kind of gets bestowed on somebody when they've been active in the organization, leading rides. So we're more of an anarchic collective. We don't have officers. We don't have but one rule: ride your own ride. Maybe there's a sub rule: don't be a jerk. And the name came about actually as partly as a recapturing of the term dame. Like in 1930s, like dame. Like there was this old Pulp Fiction novel called Dames Don't Care. And so like imagine like that, like dames don't care. Like that's kind of where the name came from. And so we are the dames, and we have all genders. We're 100% inclusive. And we have just a real mix of bikes, mix of people, totally inclusive. If you are a motorcycle person, you are welcome with us. And there's no officers, there's no structure. There's not like, how do you become a dame? It's sort of like, hang out with us, be with us. And when one of your siblings calls you a dame, you're a dame.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So which it's a bit anarchic. And I think the one official thing that we do is we have a party at the end of the year where we nominate and we name our Dame of the Year. And this year it was Deb. And then we say to them, okay, you're going to lead rides next year. And we kind of pass on that torch. So like I had never led a ride before I became Dame of the Year. And then after I was Dame of the Year, a few years back, and then the following year was like, oh, you're going to lead rides now. And I'm like, oh, let me figure out how to, let me learn how to do that. And so I like talk to them, and they kind of like teach you how to like plan a route, lead a route, don't leave people behind, but also we're not a group that really has sweeps. So we do wait if there's going to be a turn. We kind of we'll wait at that turn for people. But our most important thing is ride your own ride. And if you're not comfortable with the speed of somebody in front of you, let him go. And if you're not comfortable, either let them go ahead, or if you think the person in front of you is going, like, oh, I would like to go a little more spirited, then like, kind of like go around them, and like, and also pay attention. You've got somebody behind you, you can do like the go ahead, if somebody's behind you.
Okay. So it's not one of those groups where it's just Harley, predominantly Harley or Euro bikes. You said you guys got a whole mix. What do you ride?
So this is my BMW K1300. This is a 2011. And this picture is actually like, by being in the Dames, we got invited to participate in the Women Riders World Relay, which is how I met Stormy Tamar. So this was the Google Maps people were following us, following the women riders on this ride. And so this is me in Vegas.
Okay.
Because there was a person in a convertible car that was like taking pictures.
And, just riding behind y'all.
Yeah, taking pictures, and so we hosted the Dames hosted the San Francisco ride, portion of the Women Riders World Relay, and actually that was funny. I think at the time Tamar had been on, like Stormy had been on a lot of straight roads, and so San Francisco is like up and down and around and curves, and a lot of people were like, whoa, that's kind of intense, but that's how we grow up riding. in San Francisco. That's me. This is the Women Riders World Relay 2019, and that's me in the front.
So I think
showing off for the camera.
Is that the one that Snack's doing right now, Doc? The women's relay, the relay.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They restarted it on the app, and so with now if you meet a woman rider on the road, hopefully you both have the app, and then you can kind of like you can like scan each other's phones to like pass this virtual baton from rider to rider instead of that's so when we did the physical baton in 2019, Tamar's somewhere in that line there on her Harley. So I actually had the physical baton on my back, so we like they would let people take turns with the baton in the backpack, and then you got to be at the front like leading the ride. So the physical baton was like this hollow wooden thing with all of these archival quality papers rolled into it, and so everybody got to sign. Every woman on the ride got to actually physically sign this thing, and it's in a museum in the UK somewhere now. I think that physical baton and all of the scrolls with all of our signatures. And so now we're doing this year in 2026, the founders of that ride, they decided to put it on an app so that now you can like pass this app.
Becky Tart said she was able to sign it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and I think the people that Portia, who I think yeah, I think Portia was responsible for actually leading part of the ride, that Women Riders World Relay. That's how I met up with Stormy. Okay. And I think Portia met Stormy, and Stormy met me, and now I'm meeting you.
Yeah.
that Women Riders World Relay, I think that was not the first really long ride that I did, but it was like I was with them from San Francisco to Las Vegas. But I got a little bit of a bug of like, how far can I go? How many miles can I do? A little bit of like I want to see what else I can do.
Okay. Quick question I just want to throw at you. Now that BMW that you're riding, that BMW name is what? Who is that? Who is that?
Her name is Babe.
Babe. Okay. Babe the Battle Axe, huh?
Babe the Battle Axe. Yeah, she used to be Babe the Blue Ox because it's this giant blue bike. but then I was in this. So one of the rides that the dames do through San Francisco is this kind of like tour of San Francisco. Which was like not the one that Tamar did was like a much like tamer version of that. But for ourselves, we do a kind of spirited tour through San Francisco. And this person ran a red light in front of me, and I was leading that day, and this person like just kind of like ran this red light right in front of me, and I cut the car, and like Babe just went like it, like I kind of, the car is going this way, and I had that weird moment of like, this isn't happening, so I think I didn't hit the brakes early enough, so I was like, this isn't happening, this can't be happening. And then, so it kind of started to T-bone the car, but then I was like, oh, I got to protect the bike. And so I sort of turned the bike into the car. And so I turned this like T-bone into this sort of like, like the car. So I turned the T-bone into a broadside, and ended up like in the driver door of the car. And then when my friends pulled the bike off of me, I just kind of like stood up, and I was like, oh, good. All the gear, all the time, man. All the gear, all the time. I had
all the time.
Elbow pads, knee pads, shoulder pads, spine protector, helmet, all the gear all the time. I was sort of like embedded into the driver's side door of that. And then I just sort of like stood up on the ground, and the door was like imploded. And so I renamed Babe Battle Axe because she like, and all I had was like a little dent on the rim. That was like, it was like some scratches or something. It was like my front wheel rim was just a little dent. It was still holding pressure. I actually finished the ride. That was like at the beginning of the ride. I went ahead and finished the ride. The whole rest of it's roughly a 49 like a scenic tour of San Francisco, and I was like, okay. cut that car. So yeah, she got renamed Battle Axe because I could do that.
I like it. So here we go. Let's move into the science and the soul of Dame, the science and the soul. Okay. So you are a chemistry professor.
Yes.
How does science shape the way you see the world when you're writing?
Yeah, chemistry is everything. Actually, chemistry is how the world is put together, and it is how as a motorcycle rider, it is literally how you are connected to the pavement, because it is the chemistry of the polymer of the tires, is how much grip you have with the pavement, and so if I wasn't a chemistry teacher, I would probably work in industry on tires because they're fascinating. And the chemistry of the atmosphere, making that storm off in the distance, it smells a certain way when the rain's coming. It's gonna feel a certain way when the rain's coming, and the balance of your fluids in the, like, you and your fluids on the bike, right? And okay, now I've got this much grip. So that's where, as scientists, I'm still thinking about the physics of something, and maybe not the chemistry of it, but the chemistry, I'm thinking about, like, okay, are my tires warm? Are they good? Are they fairly new? Or is this the right compound for this kind of journey? Do I need to get a combination of tires? So I do like that. And then when I was last a few years back, actually, I think it was like spring of 24, as part of faculty of our department, we're trying to add some environmental justice components into how we teach chemistry, and trying to show students that chemistry is how the world is put together. And I found out from chemistry of energy, which is the combustion products produce carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere leads to the climate crisis. So in researching ways to mitigate or try to slow down the climate crisis, I was coming, as a faculty learning group, we were coming across articles about carbon capture, and also articles about alternative energy. And I was particularly intrigued by noticing that a Native American groups around North America were redesigning their energy needs in their own communities, and using grants and things to actually set up alternative energy sources for their own communities. Carbon capture, if they were doing any kind of like cattle farming, and they were thinking along those lines of reversing any kind of, like, the environmental damage that's been done by the combustion, just like by the planet. And so I was like, why are indigenous people, like, getting it? Like, why are indigenous people getting it? Which kind of went into the tour, like why I stopped indigenous research sites.
Okay. I'm gonna jump back. As you were saying, you're in tune with the motorcycle, the tires,
Polymers,
the compound, the feeling of it all. Now, you also did a little motor racing. Is that correct?
Yes. So this is a track day.
Right. So with that motor racing, you talking about the feel and the chemistry of it all. Is it the point of the lean? Is it the forward motion? What is it that you enjoy about motorcycle racing?
Speed. This is what keeps me from getting speeding tickets.
Okay. So are you still actually racing?
So this is not a race. This is a track day. So we have some great tracks here in California. So this is at Thunder Hill East, which is kind of like North Central Valley-ish area. Williams, California. Willows is called Willows, California. If you want to look that up. And so it's pretty common, actually, for people to kind of get into, like, you just want that feeling of, like, going faster. Like I was getting a lot of speeding tickets, and so somebody suggested maybe you should just go to the track, get that out of your system once in a while, just then you can stay under the speed limit. So this is a 2015 BMW S1000RR, and she's called Tracy Lacey.
Sweet.
And yeah, I've got full gear again, all the gear all the time. You can't go on the track unless you have like a really good quality one-piece suit, and so you can see I've got the knee pucks and the elbow pads and stuff. And this is a lot. Also, like mentally, I trust the grip in the tire. It's nice and hot out there. Most of the times, which actually is good for grip and traction, because then your tires get a little softer. The softer the polymer, then you can get like better grip with the track. And then there's like a balance of like trusting that your forward momentum and that grip of the tire will keep you upright. So there's like some. There's some of the reason I do this is, well, like I need to, sometimes I just need to go fast just for my mental health. I just want to go fast. And then sometimes I just need to like learn also to get over some of the fear of falling, because it's a controlled fall to go into a fast turn. You are leaning and doing this controlled fall to turn, and there's the physics and the balance of your body off the bike, and the bike's going this way, and then the forward momentum and the of the wheels and stuff. And so it's like that kind of like controls kind of chaos, dab into the corner.
She camming on us, y'all. She's camming on us. Dab.
This is like this you into a nice tight corner.
Nice. How long you was doing track days?
Track days, couple years. Yeah. We got couple years. This is like in the summertime. I like to go on these long road trips by myself in the summertime, and then in the fall and spring, I'll do a few track days, probably like 6 to 8 track days. So we'll go, you go for the full weekend, go like, Saturday, Sunday, drive up there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sleep in the van, pull the motorcycles out of the van, pop up the bed, sleep in the van.
Right. That's your partner, Ian. Does he race with you sometimes?
Yeah, he's on the track too. He's like, I'm gonna have to. Hey, honey, I'm gonna tell everybody publicly now. You are actually faster than I am.
Oh, nice.
There you go, man. We got to give him some. Man.
Yeah, that's Ian. He is actually faster than I am.
Nice. Man.
So he's been turning in like 30 seconds faster. I'm working it.
So do you cook dinner after he beats you on the race?
Well, actually, yes. Yeah, because we camp up at the track. We're sleeping in the van and we camp up at the track. So actually, there's a cafe there, but the last couple times I was cooking my own camp food at the track, because I got really good at cooking and camping. With all the moto camping that I do, I already have a whole like camping kitchen setup, and I eat so much healthier if I just make it myself.
Let's kick it. That's what I'm ready to kick it. I'm ready to kick it off into it, man. So listen, we're gonna dive into this big ride, and I misquoted the ride of 7,000 miles when actually it was 13,700 miles. Is that correct?
Yeah, 13,700. So I keep having to like check notes. 13,700. That was all the way from San Francisco back to San Francisco, like all the way out to Newfoundland, and then I did the entire Shenandoah. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. So starting in San Francisco, went all the way across to Newfoundland, and then I did all of Blue Ridge or Shenandoah Valley, Blue Ridge Parkway, all the way down to Great Smoky Mountains, and then back across. Met up with Ian in Las Vegas. So 72 days solo. Met up with Ian in Las Vegas, and then we finished off in San Francisco. So that.
So you did the majority.
13,700.
the outer line points, you pretty much did them by yourself and they picked them
Yep.
up. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yep.
Did you
I'm
go
like taking notes.
and you went clockwise? So I know you had spoke about being up in
Yeah.
Portland, Washington. You
Yeah.
went
So north
clockwise?
first.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did go. Yeah, that's clockwise. Yeah. So I did go north first. So my parents live in Oregon, and so I stopped there, and then from there in Oregon, and then in Portland, I got a freaking nail in my tire in Portland, so I had to like get a new tire in Portland.
So did you have a tire repair kit?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Mushroom, yeah, mushroom kit.
Okay.
So I was in Portland. I was just out to go for dinner, and I came out to the bike, and I went like one block, and I'm like it doesn't feel right, and I pulled over, and I hadn't actually lost that much pressure, but it didn't feel right anymore, and I pulled over, and like I've got a center stand on the K1300, put up on the center stand, spun the real nail right there, and I'm like, no problem. I have a mushroom plug kit. Just, left on the center stand. I put the bike in gear so that the wheel won't roll, and then just mushroom plug it. And then I have air pump, right? So I get it plugged up and pumped up, and then went to the shop the next day. And they say you could probably ride on plugs for a lot longer than I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to ride on a plug. I feel like a plug should just be taken to the shop, and then you get a new tire.
Your dollar is longer than my dollars, because I put a brand new tire on coming home from my last ride down in Florida. And I mean, literally, I got probably halfway home and the daggone thing picked up a nail. I said, a brand new tire. Now, granted, I have the tire wheel and tire plan, but I said, I'm going to plug this joke and I'm going to get all that I can out of it. And I'm still riding on it right now, but that's just me.
The plugs are good. I mean, I know mentally that, as the chemist, I know as a chemist, there's like a limit to because those polymers are slightly different. So if you're just going in straight lines and you're not doing anything weird with the transitions of temperatures and stuff, sure, fine.
Hey Doc, we don't ever hear about talking about the polymers.
Polymers are fascinating.
Boy, we getting deep.
I'm a nerd.
Deep, we're getting deep, folks.
Yeah.
We talking about the compound of the tires, the lean. Oh my goodness. And like I say, when you pack to go out with everything.
Yes.
OD, don't you, Doc? You seen OD ZX14, man. He has this thing a mile high when he went up to Alaska.
Right.
Yeah, wow. It's funny because for camping, it's like there's almost no difference between camping for 3 days versus camping for 3 months. Yeah, because you still got the tent, and I call this like I have my bedroom, my living room, and my kitchen. The 3 bags, and then the panniers on the side of the bike was where I have some hard-sided panniers on the side of the bike, and that's where I keep rain gear and my tire kit and tools. If I'm not going to do a whole lot more interesting things than patch a tire occasionally, but just in case. And sometimes I have these tools mainly for like other people to use, because I'll come up on somebody that needs help, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got the thing for that.
Okay,
I've got the thing for that.
Nice.
So I don't like being caught out needing something if I'm miles.
I like that you ride solo. That you get out there and you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do, and I feel like it's good for the mental health for my mental health to just let all the mess kind of talk to each other, and then I'm focusing on the road, and then I'm just getting into the road, and then I'm getting into the flow of the ride, and like actually bathing in nature and getting healed by the beauty that I'm riding through, and getting like once the head quiets down, and then just kind of like getting that nature into the heart and into the feel and the freedom of being on the bike, and and the freedom of like, oh, I can turn left if I want to turn left, or turn right if I want to turn right. I can stop, I can go. That's the solo part of it, you know, of like nobody's talking to me and I can do whatever I want.
I agree. I like that. I like to be able to pull over when I want to pull over and not have to tell someone, hey, I need to pull over, or I got to catch you more, you know, or explain why I needed to pull over when we do pull over. Like, I just wanted to pull over.
I just wanted to pull over and take a picture, or I just wanted to pull over and take a piss, you know?
Right.
It's gonna happen. Oh, I see some shade, you know, I'm gonna go take advantage.
Yeah. Hey, Dame, let's talk about riding as resistance and reclamation. You ride with intention to decolonize history.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you, what does that mean to you personally? Can you talk to us about what that means?
Yeah, so this trip across Canada, when I first thought of it, I was like, well, I want to know how far I can go. I want to know what I can do. And so I picked like the farthest most point on the map, which is the St. John's, Newfoundland. It's the easternmost point in North America. And I'm like, I wonder if I can get there. I've done like these longer trips. I wonder if I can get there. And I'm just and I teach, right? So that's the beauty of being a teacher is I have the whole summer off. Well, someone asked me, what am I going to do as I go? And I was taking in the facts that, like, I would really love to visit some of the these indigenous places that are doing different things with decolonization efforts of their own land, like kind of reclaiming their land, and the energy part that I was talking about. Like, I was learning about how they were doing like different things with going off grid, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to stop at these sites as I go, and like Thompson Culture Island, and this is in Akwesasne, or otherwise what we would call Mohawk territory. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to stop at these places along the way, and I learned so much more that I had to change. I felt like I just needed to change the name of like, you know, instead, this isn't just the trip to see how far I can go. This became this intention of visiting the sites based on what I thought I knew really became what I was learning and listening and hearing along the way. And so I was learning that the history that we're taught about Indigenous people of North America is not complete at all. And I learned the term decolonize, which is to take the information back to a pre-Columbian kind of part, and to incorporate their own voices, incorporate Indigenous voices in the history of what they were before and where they are now. And I learned, actually, this picture's on the screen here. So on the left, where it says "Every Child Matters," this is one of the things I learned about in Canada, that there was this insidious thing that the Canadian government did in the 1960s, and continued for decades, where they were literally stealing children from families, like taking children from playgrounds, Indigenous children, and they would place them really far away from their families. And there's there's like this lost generation that are actually at about our age. I'm in my early 50s, so people that are like 55, 60, 65, that should have been, you know, instead of being allowed to grow up with the people they were born with, were transported to other parts of Canada and were placed in white homes to try to undo all of the Indigenous knowledge that they had. And so there's that learning I learned there. They call that the 60s scoop, where all these like children were scooped up and taken from their homes. And some of them were flat out sold, and some of them were adopted into homes. And this is, you know, we learn in the United States that about the Trail of Tears, and how people were, you know, the Indigenous people were pushed into some like not great land that they are not from, you know, like the people that are from there know how to advance there, but like the Cherokee people were pushed from this like very, very wet area in the Blue Ridge Mountains over to Oklahoma, which is really dry. The Cherokee people were not originally plains people. They were pushed there to the plains. In Canada, instead of pushing people into different areas, they took children and put them into residential schools, which the Canadians learned how to do that from the US. Or they took people and took children and put them into like white families miles away from where they actually grew up. So I actually met somebody on Vancouver Island who was originally from British Columbia, Hazelton, and he didn't find out until like he did like DNA when he was older, like where because he was running a campground in very far north of British Columbia, and that is, as an older person, he was able to return to where he was from. But when he was like when he was taken from his family, he was raised in a white family in Vancouver, which is really far from where his people.
Right. And folks, if you can see the screen, I'm going to put this up full mast. She has a day-by-day video log of her journey, and this she was here during day 17. So if you could see her YouTube link, and I'm gonna put her YouTube Moto Rose link up as well. You can go and see her actually walk around and tour this site right here, which is incredible. She did a outstanding job of capturing her ride and her journey. So I will definitely put your site up there where they can find your information and go. And also let's get us some subscribers, man, because her subscribers count is low for what she's doing, and we want to get her up because she's putting out some great information. Folks, I'm telling you, man, I always like to help other people, man. I always try to get people to shine. There's her link right there, Moto Rose. Get over there. She has a day-by-day vlog of her experiences riding this 72 days, the places that she visits, some of the history that she took in while she was out there. So please go over and check it out. Like I say, she has a good catalog of all of the things that she was capturing on her ride. So I want to thank you for doing it.
I tried to keep it in order. I'm not okay. So I have a helmet cam and a phone, and that's it. So there's like phone pictures, and then there's helmet cam footage of it. I would transfer the helmet cam video footage onto my phone, and then I would just make like a slideshow in the phone. So the videos are like, the editing's not great. So some of these shorts that you're seeing on the screen, that's like the YouTube tends to mix up the dates. So some of this is from 2 years ago. So like day 17, Wenaskewan Heritage Park. That's in Saskatchewan, near Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And Wenaskewan, I believe that's Cree territory. This is a buffalo jump, and this is how the Plains people actually would hunt buffalo. About once a year, the Plains people would go and kind of there's this really intense thing where they did this, pushing a herd of buffalo off a
cliff.
Off a cliff, they push them off a cliff. And there's buffalo jumps all through the plains. So there's like our southern plains, which we have in the United States, the northern plains that they have in Canada. There's buffalo jumps all everywhere, and they're not as high as they used to be, because after thousands of years, they kind of like fill up with buffalo bones. So it's like, oh, I can't believe that jump actually killed a buffalo, but it used to be taller. So there's two that you can visit in Canada. So there's one in Alberta called Head Smashed In, and there's one just across from Alberta called Wenaskewan and Buffalo Jump. And the Heritage Park. Both of these places are just, I think it's really amazing visit, amazing to go visit and see, and to get that story, and to also. In Canada, like these heritage parks, they do a great job of like making sure to hire the local Indigenous people. So like the people that are actually like from there. So you're going in there, you're meeting Blackfoot people, you're meeting Cree people, you're seeing the stories that they want to tell us. They want us to know that this injustice occurred to them. Right? They want us to know that we need to vote for reparations. We need to vote for reclamation. We need to vote for land back. We need to actually acknowledge that this is stolen land. Yeah, that this is not things are not as they should be, right? And to actually recognize that there's like a way that we can all go forward collectively as people, where we all get to live together as people. Those are in the net. That was
right,
like the United.
Good morning, day 66. It
here we
time
go.
to push for home. So I had to make a plan.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back in the United States.
I started in the Museum of the Cherokee Indian in Tennessee, and then I visited the 1823 bridge in Nashville, and yesterday I visited the Trail of Tears Commemorative Park in Hopkinsville, which was the first designated heritage site for the Trail of Tears, designated in Reagan administration did that. And currently I'm at the Trail of Tears State Park in Missouri. And so the plan is I'm actually going to ride all of this to this area, and I've already booked a motel on the Arkansas side of this Arkansas-Oklahoma border. I've booked a motel here because it's time to push for home, so I got to go kind of quick. So it is day 66.
I think I also needed a shower.
Trail of Tears State Park to Siloam Springs. Okay. So let me just show you the campground a little bit.
Her camp game is strong.
Not great reception here either, so I'm not sure when this is going to get posted. And same goes for all the day 65 stuff. There is like hardly anybody here. This is a state park, not a federal park. So it's only $15 instead of $30. I've already started taking apart some of my tent. So the fly is folded there, waiting for me. The rest of it's there. Already had my breakfast, working on my coffee. I picked this site because I was right next to the bathroom and the water spout. And there's a river. And actually, there's a lake. So Lake Boutine is over that way. Mississippi River is just over that way. Like this park is actually pretty beautifully situated. The mosquitoes are small but relentless, so that's been my one little annoyance with the park. And I thought the pad was kind of nice. It's very soft. It's sort of like really soft ground in there. Tent's a mess because I'm packing it up. I'm just gonna give you all a second to listen to the cicadas and the birds.
So I take it you're a naturalist, you love nature.
Yeah. And I feel like this is healing for the soul to be in nature. I'm
also
from San Francisco.
Radio too.
Okay.
And it's just nice to connect. And actually for San Francisco's a small city, but I feel like we get a decent amount of nature right here in the city. Like we have coyotes in the city, we have raccoons, we have ravens and crows, and then we get sea lions on the beaches. And
you definitely get sea lions.
Yeah,
jeez, peace,
you've
man.
Heard it,
I was up there. I was up there, and they just take over. Holy crap!
Yeah. The net. I see some people comment. So the net is a mosquito net thing. Those pack down nice and small. I swear, I put that on immediately after getting off the bike when I set up my camp. I park the bike. I take off my motorcycle boots, put on my hiking boots, put my baseball cap on that says not today, Satan, and I mean not mosquitoes today, Satan, and put the whole net. Then I set up my camp.
If you go up to Alaska, you're going to need that bad boy because the mosquitoes up there are ferocious.
That was on the Trail of Tears in Missouri somewhere. I mean, that's y'all's territory. It is ferocious enough. Ferocious enough. Someplace out in Montana or something. I was camping this one time in Montana, and the bugs bit me through 2 layers of clothing and my mesh backpack. They were
wow.
Oh, this is
Man.
us in Baja. We were in San Felipe last winter.
Okay.
That's us. We had New Year's Eve in San Felipe. My
Nice.
friend set up a Airbnb down there.
Okay. So you do international riding as well? You've been down to Mexico?
Yes, now I have. This is just this past Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. Right after Christmas or New Year, we went San Francisco, San Diego, over to Tecate, kind of like San Diego through Tecate. That's a cool ride. That is like twisty, 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 and then down to San Felipe, and then San Felipe. A windstorm was coming in, so my friend said we should probably get out of. We need to get you back to the other side. She was not kidding about the wind. I have ridden across the plains of North America a couple of times, and this wind that was coming off the Sea of Cortez was like almost as bad. Plus, it was pushing a bunch of sand into the road too. So I'm like, I try to go through this wind, but so we had to get out of we had to get off of the Sea of Cortez and go up over Highway 3, which had some potholes that I think go to the center of the earth. Off this highway back over to Ensenada, and then from Ensenada I did basically Highway 1 all the way back up to San Francisco.
Hey, Dame Rose, what has the indigenous knowledge systems taught you that Western education often overlooks or ignores?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference between the Western education and indigenous knowledge is collectivist versus selfish. And I feel like that the indigenous knowledge is more connected in their language and in their culture to the earth and their ancestors and their descendants. So it's like everything is connected, the earth, the ancestors, the descendants. And that, and I knew a little bit about it from, you've probably heard of like 7th generation paper goods and stuff, where you think about like the impact of like, what is this thing going to have 7 generations from now? That's not isolated to a particular indigenous people. That's like every people that I came across, like the medicine wheel here. This is a Mohawk medicine wheel. This medicine wheel is showing how we are all connected, mind, body, spirit, soul, with not just our own mind, body, spirit, soul, but the community and the planet, the earth, mind, body, spirit. So it's like it's sometimes called animism, where there is a belief that everything has intention and soul. All of the plants, the animals, the trees, everything is actually all part of one. And as a chemist, I believe that we are all one. There is a cycle of atoms from one thing to the next thing within the cycle of the planet. There is no separation between one person and the next person. We are actually all in part of a cycle from our ancestors through the planet, through our future generations. And I don't know anywhere in Western culture that talks about that. It just Western culture, it seems to just be so cut off from your own self, your own mindfulness, and so cut off from what impact you're having on the planet, and really cut off from the impact that you're having on the people around you. Whereas like every single indigenous people that I came across, all of that is connected. You're connected to your siblings, you're connected to, I mean, that's why we're all siblings, right? It's like, regardless if you come from, you have a mother and a father that are your DNA. Well, you have like a community mother, community father, and community siblings that are all connected. We are all connected. And that is the thing that was like reinforced over and over and over with every indigenous heritage site that I went to. We are all connected, which is why they do those 4 colors. And this kind of like 4 color thing, they'll do like the medicine wheel, they'll do the 4 colors. They do it sometimes in handprints like this to show that all kinds of people are all one. We are all connected. We are all one. And they show it in their language. Up in Canada, I learned that some of the markings that the archaeologists saw on people's teepees, they thought just meant one thing. They thought it was just kind of like family glyphs and stuff, but actually it's a written language. That the indigenous people had a written language that's like 10,000 years old that wasn't even recognized by archaeologists because they didn't ask the Cree. how to read tree. You know, they didn't ask. They had to listen first. You know, there's like this Eurocentrism that comes with education and with imposition of a Eurocentric meaning onto things that have nothing to do with Europe, right? This is their own people, like their own people.
Okay. Well, I have to ask you this right here, and like I said, I know you've ridden to a lot of different reservations and stuff like that. Which one really just sticks out to you when you were out riding?
Thompson Island, I think probably Thompson Island in Mohawk territory.
And why did it just stick out to you? Was it the
so
people? Was it the history?
They have a very unique situation politically because they're on the border of Ontario, Quebec, and the United States. And they disregard all of those borders, which I think is great, right? They fish in that river. I think it's Lawrence River for sturgeon. And they are setting up a camp there on Thompson Island to teach STEM knowledge, so the science, technology, engineering, math, chemistry, physics, biology, through the lens of Indigenous learning. And they have, I think that they have a really great, like, again, teaching from the ancestors' knowledge to the present knowledge down to the further generations. And they have this like really cool camp where you can kind of stay, and you have to be on a boat to, you got to get a boat to go there. And there's a unique current political challenge that they're having where they're trying to get some kind of collaboration between the American government and the Canadian government to help them clean up the heavy metals that the Lawrence River has been contaminated with. And because it's on the border between, like, their river is between so many jurisdictions, everybody keeps passing the buck. And by the Canadian government and the American government, the United States government keep passing the buck as to who's responsible for this cleanup. And they can't drink their own water because of this heavy metal contamination, and they can't eat more than a certain amount of the fish that they catch because of this heavy metal contamination. And so I think that sticks out as the challenge of decolonization, the challenge of land back, where there is now a responsibility, right? The United States, people in Canada have the governments have a responsibility now to like right the wrongs of the past in this. And I think that that's probably why they stick out to me the most of just all the things that like all the things. And there's so few of them left, actually, of these Akwesasne Mohawk people. There's so few of them left that they are actually needing to also protect their language. And that medicine wheel that I showed you, it's got like little pieces of their language, and that's while they're teaching STEM, they're also trying to like retain their own language and make sure and keep their language and their culture alive through kind of trying to set up this little like oasis camp.
Okay.
I have one. Thank you for coming to me, KSolo. Rose, how do you want young women, especially those in STEM or marginalized communities, to see you?
Oh, me. Hopefully as well, I don't know. I don't out as somebody that is a friend, I hope. I don't know if I'm comfortable being like an example to anyone. When I'm Professor Lacey at the university, I want people to be able to see, well, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So that's one thing. So as a female writer, if she can do it, I can do it. Just try, just go for it.
Do people ever underestimate you, and how do you respond when they do?
Mostly by ignoring them. I did have this funny, I rolled into this gas station in Texas and this person on the next gas tank was like, that's a girl on that bike. And I was like, yep. And I just kind of don't talk, that's a girl on that bike. I mean, I'm of a certain size and of a certain figure that it's pretty unmistakable. There is a female on that motorcycle. And when I was really, really young, like I think I might have been like 19 or something, I was adjusting the chain on my bike. I was stopped at a camp and I was adjusting the chain on my bike, and like 3 different guys come up to try to like, oh, you should do it this way, you should do it that way, you should do it this way. And so, I mean, we didn't even have the word mansplaining back then, but that's basically what was happening, right? And when I was 19, I was just so mad. I used to just ignored. I just kind of would give them that, like, are you sure you want to talk to me right now? Like, just kind of ignore them. And then the older I got, the more I realized that's how young men flirt. They're dumb. They're just dumb. And they try to.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We ain't bashing on this show now. Hold on now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let me get some backup. Let me get some backup.
Yeah, well. I do not flirt with. If you're trying to flirt with somebody, do not walk up and tell her what to do. That is not flirtatious.
Yeah.
That is just. So I think that.
That Smoke just laughing, man. Smoke laughing at me. Hey, Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, good deal. We on the downslope of the show now. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick 60-second break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna dive into a couple of quick rapid Q&A questions. To just kind of just fill you out on this journey. Definitely want to hear a little bit more about this 72 day adventure and what you learned and what you experienced, and just coming back a different person. So everybody just hang tight, stay where you're at. We're gonna be right back. You know what time it is. Riding with KSolo, the podcast show. Hey, folks, it's KSolo of Riding with KSolo, the podcast. Hey, just want to let you know, tune in every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 Pacific, right here on Riding with KSolo, the podcast on YouTube and broadcasting on Facebook. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, where we're going to be highlighting the unsung riders from across the nation, riding the highways and byways, the back roads, the adventures, the journeys, the tales, and the legacies. Make sure you tune in right here, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 Pacific. Riding with KSolo, the podcast.
And we're back. Let's go.
In the building? Are we back in the building?
We're in the
building, baby. We're back in
the building, man. Almighty, no, boy. I love it, Doc. I love it, man. We got a new member. Breezy does it, man. Thank you for becoming a new member of the channel. Thank you, Breezy, man. We gotta give him one. Let's give him one. Let's give him one of those right there. Welcome to the channel, Breezy. Welcome to the channel. Indeed. So listen, we're gonna
1353 checking in.
Okay. We got a Hoka Hey checking in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get him on the board right quick. Make sure we get that number down because we're gonna be following.
Yeah.
Jay, everyday rider. All right, 2026 checking in. All right, so listen, Doc, we're gonna open up this round to you as the gentleman that I am. This is right here.
He would never mansplain, right? Like that.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Rapid fire. Okay, so I'm taking about the road as a teacher. Okay, I'm an educator as well, right? And I ride motorcycles, and so let's talk about the road as a teacher. What has the road taught you that no classroom ever could teach you?
Ride, relax, breathe, flow through it. When something unexpected happens, you just flow through it. There's life happens, sand happens, dirt happens, gravel happens, just flow through it. And sometimes you won't come out. I got a broken finger right here, kind of the gravel issue, little gravel issue. But sometimes, a lot of times you do come out. So the road taught me to ride through it.
All right. So now, as a rider that I am, being in the different elements, worst weather you've ridden in?
Flagstaff. Oh my God, I hate Flagstaff. I hate Flagstaff, Arizona.
I hate that place, man.
It is so bad. It was cold, but it wasn't like snow cold. But oh my God, the storm like comes on fast. Like it was like sunny, and then it was kind of raining, and then it was like so much rain. I just had to, twice I got caught out in the rain twice when the Flagstaff, and I had to like just pull off into a bus stop and just kind of like watch it flood the road, and then just wait. And then the lightning, and I actually sent you a video of that. Actually, I was like, oh, this might not have been the smartest thing to do, but I was headed to Flagstaff, and I saw in front of me that it was stormy, and then it's like the lightning was going bam, 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 and I'm like, I wonder if I should do that. And I did it, and I got through it. I just rode through it. Yeah. Also, not the smartest thing to do, but I did it. That was Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I thought you was finishing up. I was going to ask you my next.
I know. I'm like thinking about the how I got through it was by riding in the wake that the semis were leaving, and like staying just close enough to the semi in front of me that I could ride in the wake that its tire made, because there was like 3 inches of water. And so I'm like, I know what my tires can do. I can do 1 inch, but I'm not sure I can do 3 inches. So I was like staying in the wake of oh man, Flagstaff's got the worst weather.
Yeah. Is there a lesson you've learned the hard way, whether it's been on the bike or in life, that still guides you?
Of course, I think about this broken finger and my messed up knees, and it's still like the accidents that I've been in. Babe's name being changed to Battle Axe, and like there's a lot of like, this too shall pass, and I think that even that moment of like seeing that storm ahead of me on the way to Flagstaff and going like, should I go or should I stay? And then I'm like, you know what? I've had a really good life. I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. Because I treasure every moment that I'm alive. And that's what I love about travel too, because I love to learn new things and like see new places and be in nature and live in nature, and I learned that from the hard lessons of crashing, getting back up, getting the bike fixed, getting myself fixed, and going on. Had a total knee replacement. Getting doing my physical therapy, getting back onto the bike, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
This too shall pass.
There you go. This too shall pass. I'm gonna hit you with this one right here as the rider. One piece of gear you will never ride without.
Helmet.
That's easy. That's a gimme. That's a give me right there. Give me.
Besides helmet, boots.
That's a give me. That's a give me.
I have a medicine bag. Actually, just started riding. This was given to me when I was in South Dakota last year, and so there's either the medicine bag or I have a piece of sweetgrass. So there's like a kind of a spiritual connection to the world around me that I never ride without. I never ride without.
I ride.
I don't think so. I don't like these are, you don't open these. They somebody. I was at the post office actually to ship some stuff back home because I had gotten a lot of things. And this woman, she was like just happy to hear about my trip and like, oh, you're going for a ride and all that's so cool. And then she came back like 20 minutes later. I was chatting with somebody outside about my bike, and she's like, here, take this. This is gonna bring you. This is gonna protect you on your ride. You wear this. This will protect you on your ride. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. So I'm gonna go back and see her next summer, I think, because she wanted. I was like, can I give you anything for it? And she'd like it. She said, get me a stone from the medicine wheel in Wyoming. They have like a big stone placement of a medicine wheel in Wyoming, and she said, get me a stone from the medicine wheel in Wyoming. So I got that stone for her. So I'm gonna take that back to her.
Okay.
So just a connection to the one piece of gear. My connection to the world around me. I don't ride without my mojo. That's what I don't ride.
There you go. My mojo. There you go. I don't ride without my mojo. I got my little owl on the back of my bike as my little 6, always cover my 6. So I definitely know about that mojo.
Yeah, I ride my mojo too. I take it everywhere I go. But we ain't gonna talk about my mojo on the show though.
All right, Doc.
Okay. Cheers. Here we go. What kind of legacy are you consciously riding toward, Rose?
Leaving the world a better place than I found it. That's leaving, if I meet somebody, I hope that they are happier after I met them, or at least not negatively affected by and not negatively impacted by having met me. I hope that I can make connections, and I hope that that is actually going back to being a chemistry professor as well, and wanting to be the best possible teacher, and when I'm on on rides and with the dames and doing things like, I really just want the world to be slightly better because I was here and I connected it. So.
Yes.
Leave your footprint in the sand. I keep telling people that. Leave your footprint in the sand. Kids, do you want to leave the legacy for your kids? Do you want your kids to ride?
So my boys are 28 and 25. Our boys are 28 and 25, and I used to take them to their dentist appointments when they were teenagers on the back of the bike, and they don't want to ride.
Oh,
they're like, no, no. I mean, I got motorcycling from my dad, but they, neither of them are all that.
So you're a second generation rider. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Doc?
Yeah. What conversations do you hope to? What kind of conversation do you hope your ride sparks long after the engine is turned off?
The decolonization and of the history that when you are making assumptions about your neighbor, check yourself first before you make any kind of assumptions about somebody you've never met and somebody you've never talked to. And when you hear a piece of news about your neighbor, check, like, were they actually there? You know what? If you're hearing something negative about another group of people, you know what? Check. Were you there? Do you know them? Did you talk to them? I hope that people think about our connections and think about how there's people coming in between our connections and coming in between us. Like, don't make assumptions about your neighbor. You didn't talk to them. You didn't meet them.
Right.
I'm going to ask you this question right here. With your ride, the big ride you did for 13,700, if you can go back and one message that you can share or want to get across to let people know about the people that you meet, the indigenous people that you met along that trip, what would it be?
They're definitely still here, and they are working very hard to undo what has been done to them for generations. And so that the resilience that people have, and how they are doing their own power plants or doing their own the camps, like the Thompson Island camp, or just trying to. Indigenous people are still here. This is not like a 400 years ago story. This is a now story. The indigenous people of North America are currently struggling under under ice, actually, unfortunately, and having to prove that they're citizens of a place that they've been for 10, 20,000 years, you know. So it's just, oh,
that's unbelievable.
It's just heartbreaking. Like there was,
yeah.
There was
Like,
4 Lakota people picked up in a recent raid, and it's just how idiotic it is
and what
to.
some people don't even realize is that their system isn't maybe up to date as some may think.
Yeah,
A
there's
lot
a
of that
lot of
stuff is just,
home
yeah.
births, you know, indigenous culture. Like there's home births, there's doulas, there's also just the fact of rural living.
Right.
You know, most of the people in Canada and the United States live really far away from hospitals, and so you can't, you know, if somebody goes into labor, they're far away from a place, and so you just are born where you're born, and maybe your birth certificate doesn't get registered right away, right? And to have to think that, to have them not believed. I think that the current I'm just so
It's
incensed.
okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Can you see bald head nasty question, Doc?
I do. The writing that you have been doing, have you ever been turned away from a place?
No. No. I've been just incredibly welcomed everywhere. There was a place that I turned away from. So this is something that goes to moto camping as a solo female traveler. So there's a place that I went to a campground, and I rode all the way around the campground, and there was only one other person there. And I did not feel comfortable being only the second person camping in that campground. The one that I have on that video where I'm like, oh, there's only a few people here. I actually had like gone and like talked to the people, and like, okay, this person here, this, you know, so there was like a handful of people there, but I have turned away from places that don't have enough people. But like everywhere, the Thompson Island experience is actually kind of unique because I was actually curious if they were going to let me stay in the island because it wasn't open when I went through. But I sat down and actually had this nice talk with the elders that were setting up the camp for the day, and they just wanted to know what my intentions were. And I was like, my intention is to learn. My intention is to listen, and my intention is to feel the land and to just be here and kind of experience it. And they're like, all right, it seemed like you're coming with this with the open heart. And so that was amazing that I actually got to stay on the island by myself that night. It was so cool. Like I put a video. It was so cool. Yeah. So, and there was this motel that I stayed at during a storm in Saskatchewan, and the 2 doors down was a family that was staying because it was like they had 2 hotel rooms, and there was like 8 people in the family were staying in the 2 hotel rooms, and they were just welcoming and fun, and their house was under construction nearby, so it was just like this big family of indigenous people, and they're like, why are you here? Because I was like one of the few like non-indigenous people in the neighborhood, because it was like way out in Saskatchewan where there's like only rural Saskatchewan was just like almost entirely indigenous people. They're like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm here to learn about y'all. I'm here to listen and experience. And so
Ballhead Nasty had another question. He said, how does your view of chemical interconnectedness account for people who actively resist connection or choose isolation? And this is not towards solo riding.
Right. Yeah, so I think that there's people that aren't, that like when they're disconnected from their own mind, when you're disconnected from your own soul, then maybe that you're disconnected from your soul, and that disconnects you a little bit from the people, from the collectiveness around you. So like there is no denying the collectiveness is there. We are all connected. That's just a fact of life. All of the atoms in the universe, there's this atom came from someplace else, and the atom here came from something else a generation ago, right? That's just fact. And to deny that fact is on them. That's their work and their responsibility when they're denying the fact that we are all connected. That's on them. So if they don't want to learn, sometimes some people just want to keep themselves closed off. That doesn't mean they literally are closed off. They just are doing that. I feel like they're doing that to themselves.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that explained it. Might have gone a little too like woo-woo.
No, that's fine. You're fine.
You're good. You're good. Definitely, like I say, when we did in pre-production, man, just have at it. Express yourself. You know, share with the audience your experience, your journeys, your travels, what it means to you. That's what we try to capture here on this podcast show, is what does the ride mean to you, and the takeaways from the ride is always.
Yeah. It's a beautiful way to have solo freedom that with simultaneous connection and solo freedom. It's this beautiful, like being on a motorcycle by yourself in the wind with just nature around. There's like a kind of an expansiveness to my awareness that, you know, when everything kind of clicks, you know, when everything just sort of clicks about like the temperature's just right, the wind is just right, the curve is just right, the curve in you know, actually there was some really nice curves on Blue Ridge Parkway where they were just right, you know, where the highway was just right and everything was just right, and then I was like, yeah, and then the rider behind me, it's like we're all connected, the oncoming car, we're all just kind of like, you know,
just flowing.
Yeah. Just flow. Okay. It's just like the flow of the ride as a conduit for the flow of energy that we're all part of.
Okay.
And that's part of Indigenous teaching too. The flow of the ride and the flow of the energy, that actually we are all a part of that.
Yes. So that takes me into my last question for you. What does the future look like when science, Indigenous wisdom, and freedom on two wheels meet?
Yeah. I hope that we come to the future, Indigenous futurism, and actually there's almost like a Wakandaness kind of about this, about the that was kind of like lovely about that movie, you know, Black Panther, with the Afrofuturism, you know, like you can imagine a time in the future, what if this kind of colonialism didn't occur? Well, we can imagine that, and actually even in this moment where colonialism did occur and did cause a lot of damage to the environment wants to recover. And the environment actually does want to come back once you get out of its way. I think a lot of us kind of learned that during COVID and the big shutdown, and how, like, you know, the sand goes across the road if you don't keep it back, right? The rain washes things away, the plants, and, you know, I mean, you all in Tennessee, if you don't keep, you know, beating back that tree, it just wants to grow, right? And you just add some water. So I think that like going forward and recognizing the collectivism of all of our sciences coming together, that we can go forward with with energy ways that don't damage the planet, motorways that are maybe using recycled tires instead of continuing to use petroleum products. Even the MotoGP is actually going to start using lower carbon fuels and lower carbon oils and stuff, and actually in tires are going to start using all this like lower carbon stuff. So I think that's where the science goes. Like we can kind of undo some of this stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna wrap my question up with Bald Head Nasty. Bald Head Nasty says, has she ever owned a Harley?
No. No. Yeah. No, I never have. I never have. My good friend had one. She said there's a certain rattle that gets really fun sometimes.
Okay. So she's never on and we got her on the show, Doc. Okay, Doc.
Yeah,
hey, Doc. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to them. I'm just,
Doc,
I don't know, that some Harley riders can keep up with me.
Doc. Okay, Doc.
The producer.
I had to call the producer. He's up there screaming. Oh my goodness. But listen. We have thoroughly enjoyed having you on. I know there's a lot more to it because I want to ask you about Bunker Biker. Did you do Bunker Biker?
I didn't, yeah. And then Vernon's got an interesting question that.
Oh, okay. What Vernon got? Let's see. Bolo, where's Bolo at? Bolo says, if you could only ride to one place where you would go, where would you go and why? Yeah.
You saw how long I've done, like all these miles that I've done. I love California.
California's beautiful. Yeah.
Northern California, the Northern California coast, the Oregon coast, the British Columbia coast, the Pacific, the Pacific coast up here is just mind-bogglingly beautiful. It's got and they've done a good job with 101, good pavement on 101, you know. In Oregon, they practically turned into the park. British Columbia, you know, British Columbia gets a little on the cold side. California has perfect weather, really good roads. That's why it's so expensive here.
Oh yeah. But it's great camping. I love doing the 101. I've camped out there in Oregon. I found me a little cutout, which probably I shouldn't have went around that closed gate, but I went around it and it was closed off, secluded, and then there's the view, and then the fog rolled in. I was out there cooking me some lobster with my tent up and everything, man. But but hey, I want to commend you on this ride. This is an outstanding ride. 13,700 mile journey, 72 days. Once again, folks, make sure that you go over and check out her YouTube channel if you want to see her day-by-day vlog of this trip. I mean, I highly encourage you, and let's get her some subscribers too, folks, because right now her subscriber count is a little low, but we want to try to get that up because that's what we do here. We support
friends and family so far.
Friends and family so far, but here it is right here. I'm gonna put it up on the big board. Make sure you go over and check it out. Everything that we talked about, you hear it in her own voice as she just experienced it firsthand. Doc,
no editing.
No editing. That's wrong, but that's good though.
I just kind of like put a bunch of slides together and just kind of let it go.
Yeah, but sometimes that's good though. You know, it's better than trying to edit it to kind of show others or do what you think they want you to show them what you think they want you to see. So raw, uncut, to me, I'll just post a picture. That's just me.
Thank you.
Just me. I like raw and uncut. But hey, Bolo says subscribe, man. So listen, folks, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to her channel. It's on the big board. I'll be checking to see if we get you some subscribers.
There's one thing I wish I follow Itchy Boots on YouTube, and like Itchy Boots will do like a little like clip in the front of like this exciting thing happened, and there's like you have to kind of dig through my videos to like find the exciting thing that happened, like the time, you know, in Saskatchewan and New Brunswick when the gravel road suddenly turns into sand, and I think I'm about to lose the bike, but then I didn't, you know. So like that happened, and I didn't fall down, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here. So there's like it's funny because when I go and rewatch those videos, and then like I could have swore I was screaming, you know. I thought I was screaming. But then I go watch a video and I was like, oh, you don't sound scared. I was really scared. I was like, and I kind of did one of those like, you know, yeah. I was like, oh shit, that's not road anymore. That's a lot of gravel. The best places are down gravel roads, though. You know, like especially in indigenous places or in rural places. You know, like you know, it's like it's going to be 20 miles of some gravel road to get to this amazing heritage center, or to get to a museum, or to that's like I mean, these are partly because they just get a lot of lack of funding from the U.S. government and the Canadian government. They got to fund these things themselves, and so you know, kind of one of the last things that gets done is a road to get to the cool place. And so it's like okay, another gravel road. Okay, got to do that, another gravel road. I would like to do this trip again, but I would actually like to do it in the opposite direction next time, because my friends from the South, and like maybe you all can testify, you're in Nashville. I was in the southern states, you know, Shenandoah and Blue Ridge Parkway in Tennessee and stuff, and it rained every day. And I'm like, why is it raining every day? And somebody's like, is it August?
Yeah. There you go. She kind of want to. You posted this video, and you're in your tent, and the rain is just dropping. You're taking your hat. You're saying, "Not today, Satan." And so I'm sitting here trying to do my stuff, and I'm like, listen to this. Oh, yeah. I'm falling asleep. I'm like, it's the perfect sound.
It is.
It's just beating out on the tent, man. It's perfect. Well, listen, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It's incredible. Before we get off, we definitely want to give you a big old round of applause on your ride. Everything that you've been, you're such an inspiration tonight. And we love it. And we love it. That's what this show is all about. All riders here are welcome. Your journey, your adventure, the way that you do it, man. Doc?
That's all I got.
That's all I got. So listen, we're out of bandwidth. So we getting ready to wrap this thing up. Once again, we want to thank you for coming on the show tonight. We'll be probably in touch with you again as you get ready to go out on your next adventure ride. Let us know. Just let us know. And make, folks, before we go again, make sure you go over and check out her page. Go over and subscribe to her page, folks. We need to get her subscribers up so that she can keep sharing.
I'm hoping to join the medicine wheel ride later this year, so I'm gonna get connected with those sisters and ask about joining that one. And Sturgis.
Okay.
That's the ride to bring attention to the problem of the missing and murdered Indigenous women and relatives.
Mm-hmm. You know, we just talked about the Indigenous women up in Alaska that's been coming up missing, Doc. You remember?
Yep.
During that show.
Yeah.
So it happens. Yeah. It happens down in the lower 48 as well. So indeed.
Does.
Yeah. So
it does.
All right. So listen, we get there's the music. There's the music, Doc. We out of bandwidth, Doc. You see me saying? Where you at, Doc?
Hey, I told you already now, but I guess you got the credit card. Hey, don't worry about it, Rose. He got a credit card. He can swipe it right there. Get us a few more minutes.
Oh my God.
All right.
Oh my
goodness. Rose, it's good to have you on, Professor. You take care. You have a good night now.
Yes, good night. Great show, Dame Rose. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Doc.
Hey, man.
Oh my goodness, Doc.
Hey, she was talking your language. Man,
she was getting deep with it, man. She was getting heavy with it. She was talking your language. She was getting heavy with it, man. She was talking chemistry and nuclear and the breakdown and everything. But that's good though. I love the diversity that we have on the show. You know, we nailed this one. But listen, Doc, we gotta, of course, when we wrap it up, we always talk about we are celebrating Black History Month. Black History Month, we're going to talk about the Iron Elite event. Iron Elite celebrate the African American heritage of motorcycle riding and those that have achieved success within it, and highlights and inspiration and inspire others to get out and ride as well. So I just want to thank Big Sarge and D again for putting on the Iron Elite event down there in Jacksonville, Florida. You did an outstanding job, and we definitely want to give you guys a round of applause once we get our producer up and running, because he's slacking, man. He is straight slacking. I don't know what's up with the guy.
Yeah, I got him first. I got him.
You got him, Doc, man. I'm telling you, man. That guy's slacking, man. But Doc, on another note, serious note that always want to talk about, man, we are trying to raise money for the Sankofa Achievement Center.
That's right.
Folks, listen, we need your help. I need your help. Doc needs your help. The children, the kids need your help. I started this GoFundMe. We started off good, but then we took a little dip. I know it's the 1st and the 15th, folks. Come on, dig in the pockets, go in there, get something out. I need for you to shake some cans. Bring something home to us. To help us with this GoFundMe, so that we can raise money for the Sankofa Achievement Center. There's the information right there. You can go over on YouTube, type in Sankofa Achievement Center, and it will pop up on the GoFundMe. If you need the QR code, here is the QR code. Scan it, please. $5, $10, $20, $25, whatever you can give, donate, please. We'll greatly appreciate it.
Yes. Every donation helps the Sankofa Achievement Center empower youth strengthen families, and build future leaders. So whether you ride or not, support the mission. We need you. I need you to support.
Indeed, folks. And of course, you were getting ready for your gala, Doc.
Yes, the gala, man. The Sankofa Charity Weekend, it's an experience. It's 3 intentional days of purpose, connection, and impact. And we got a high energy welcome party. We got an upscale charity gala. And then we're going to do a powerful motorcycle ride through Nashville. And I need you guys to register. Every registration helps our 18 teenage boys at the group home. And so again, we just need you. And I thank everyone who has donated. I thank everyone who wants to donate. We have Afterpay options available. That's 2 different links. So if you can pay in full through the Eventbrite, or you can break it up in Afterpay and pay over it for the next 12 months. You know, put $10 down, secure your spot, and come be a part of the mission. Thanks.
There you go, folks. And once again, there's the code right there. Please, folks, we're asking you, donate what you can. We got this going to
March the
12th. Mm-hmm. March the 12th. Yep, we got it up till March the 12th, folks. So we'll cross another payday period for you. Please, man, help us out. Help us reach this goal. And we want to thank Gorilla Blue, man, because Gorilla Blue started out with a healthy donation for upfront. And Gorilla Blue is a man of his word. So we definitely want to try to at least match what he got. And then before we get off here, we want to thank our new members to the channel. That is Michelle.
Callie King.
Yep. And then we got Breezy Does It, our latest 2 members to the channel. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting us, man.
You. Yes.
And once again, we want to thank everybody that we've seen down at the Iron Elite event. We had a great time down there. Doc Remy and I had a great time down there. You had a great time, didn't you, Doc?
And I had a great time, man. We had the microphone. I was walking around doing little spot on little interviews and pictures, man. And we got I was able to get a picture with both the winners and the Trailblazer Award. So we had Portia Taylor was there.
Portia Taylor's in the house. Yep. And we'll have those pictures. We'll have those pictures loaded up for Thursday as well.
Okay.
We'll have the pictures loaded up. Maybe I can probably put together a little video or something like that. We'll kind of capture that. I know Retro had done a show. Shout out to Retro, the Retro Philosophy Show. And I know Big Sarge is going to do a recap. I know a couple of other social media influencers that was walking around taking pictures. So there can be plenty of pictures to capture the moment. So make sure that you tune into all the social media influencers. And shout out, my hat off to all the social media influencers out there that's getting this covered, all of these events. Indeed. So listen, folks, I'm going to put up the GoFundMe for the Sankofa Achievement Center charity drive. And we look forward to seeing you. As a matter of fact, before we even get off the horn, Doc, we're going to go ahead and bring this up because you know who we have on Hoka Hey Talk Thursday.
Yes. Put them up. Man, I'm excited. I am excited about this one.
This is going to be right down your line, Doc, because you're going to be full of questions. You're going to be full of questions. So that's good. And, me, I'm looking for the legacy. I want to hear about the legacy, how it all started. So if you're a Hoka Hey rider, know a Hoka Hey rider, tune in Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Central Standard, 5 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Riding with KSolo podcast show on Hoka Hey Talk, where we're going to have Beth. We call her Mama Beth, and we're gonna and Junie rode in the very first Hoka Hey Motorcycle Challenge, and she's ridden it. She's
9 times.
9
times.
9 times, man. 9 times. So you're gonna want to make sure you're here Thursday for Hoka Hey Talk. Well, Doc, that's all I got, man. I'm out of bandwidth.
I know. I just want to tell you, I'm gonna try to butter them up. That Beth and Junie boy, I'm gonna tell them, I got all these questions. I need y'all to remember me when I get ready to ride the during the interview. Hey, that's Dr. Remy. Yeah, that's me. Come on. Check out my riding resume.
All right, folks, that's all we have for tonight. Y'all take care. Y'all be blessed. And remember, aspire to inspire, be legendary. All right, folks, we out of here.